Welcome back to the Discernment Blog. In the previous blog, we closed with St. Francis returning to Assisi not as an armed, successful knight, but discovering God had a different type of knighthood in mind for him. This was a time of struggle, a time of waiting. Thomas of Celano, an early biographer of Francis, wrote, "He was praying that the Lord would show him a clear way ahead and teach him how to do his will. This was for him a time of inner torture, and he could not find any inner peace so long as he could not bring himself to take a real step forward." In our often chaotic society of today, it is hard to focus on God, to look to God for direction about how to do his will. We have become accustomed to rapid responses on Instagram, text, Zoom, TikTok, drive-through meals, transportation. Everything is meant to be convenient, faster, and more complete. This is a daily reality that can be of tremendous help, but also can harm our spiritual lives. We do not have practice at waiting, at pondering, at praying, at being silent. We need to practice. As Francis dealt with his inner conflicting feelings, unsure of how God was directing him, he felt no guarantee or certainty that he would slip back into his previous way of life, that of partying and superficial living. It was a temptation, because what did fill his mind and heart was the realization of his own sinfulness, his own selfish, ego-centered life. Yet the idea of returning to that lifestyle gave him no pleasure. He did find himself sharing from his father's store with those in need. He had a generous heart. He noticed those who were poor. He noticed those who were in need, and he thought it part of chivalry and valor of knighthood to share with those who were less fortunate. Yet he felt confused and unsure about what God wanted for his life. He spent time wandering about without a clear purpose. So what does this part of the life of St. Francis tell us about discernment, about finding the right direction in our lives? I believe the first thing one must do when one becomes aware of the gift of God's presence in one's life, as Francis did, is to continue to look to God for direction through prayer, through silence, through paying attention to those around you, through waiting, through continuing to live your life, but with anticipation that the Father is guiding you through all the confusion and uncertainty. It is about looking for God with one's heart, acknowledging one's true self, one's sinfulness, one's ego. It is about asking for forgiveness. It is also about allowing one's fears to surface so as to face the things that have control over us. I discover when I accept my limitations, when I put aside my ego, my prejudice, my irritation with others, my own darkness, when I face it, I do become freer. May Francis and all the saints this month inspire us to continue this journey, to walk in the light that God is bestowing on us, even when we don't seem to find it, to trust. May the Lord give you peace.